With the start of the new year, unfortunately, we can't ignore Iran and its race to continue to achieve nuclear capability. Iran has an agenda of its own. It's defied the world and has ignored the 3 rounds of UN sanctions to halt its race for nuclear power. What strategy should the world adopt against the Islamic Republic?
The world should be more tough with Iran. It seems that with diplomatic elements it's not good enough to stop Iran and to make Iran understand that the race toward nuclear capability is not good for the world. So diplomatic issues and declarations and meetings are not good enough. I believe that at some point the world should not only adopt resolutions but act.
Former US weapons expert David Kay over the weekend said that he estimates that Iran will produce a nuclear weapon within 2 to 5 years. At the same time, he advised against launching a military strike against Iran unless, of course, information is received that such a weapon will fall into terrorist hands. What do you think about this?
You know, all these statements or assessments about when Iran will achieve the nuclear capability, they are not getting, these experts are not getting every day the declarations from the supreme leaders or other leaders from Iran that just say that they want to destroy Israel. We hear every day on TV or radio station that the Iranian government wants to destroy Israel. So we cannot wait 6 years, 1 year, 6 months when Iran will get this nuclear capability to do something. For us, time is running out. There is no time to act. I mean, we cannot take into consideration such a schedule, even by experts, when Iran will get the bomb. When Iran wants to destroy Israel, that's for us the only and very serious timetable in order to act against such decisions from the Iranian government.
Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Khamenei, declared that Israel is on the path to destruction. He also expressed wholehearted support for Hamas and Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh. And now his statements are just part of an increase in the rhetoric we've seen over the past weeks by Iranian leaders calling for Israel's destruction. Why do you think this is happening now?
When a supreme leader is threatening Israel, it means that it is a supreme threat. So we have to take it very seriously in Israel. I believe that rhetoric is the first step before action. I don't believe that Iran is only talking. I don't believe that Iran is only giving some rhetorical purposes for the world. I think that Iran has a very clear policy to do something. Why now? Why so many declarations now more than before? I don't know. Time now is to see how the state of Israel, the government of Israel, in spite of some political change in Israel, how we have to react. And I think that time becomes very dangerous, and the world also now is busy with the economic crisis. So altogether, the Iranians are doing almost what they want to do in a clear field, because the world is busy with something else. But we have to make it clear that we are not forgetting these threats, and we have to make it clear for the world that these threats are not only against Israel, but for the entire community.
Israel's government echelon has said that a military strike against Iran remains on the table. In other words, it is a viable option. How effective do you think such a strike will be to destroy Iran's nuclear facilities?
It's a terrible dilemma for Israel. From one hand, we don't want war. We have said many times that Israel doesn't want war with Iran. Of course, not with the Iranian people. From the other side, we cannot wait to be attacked before reacting. So this military strike is possible. We believe that there is all the means in Israel in order to strike against specific nuclear targets in Iran. I think that the goal is not to destroy everything there. The goal is to make it clear that Israel cannot continue to be with a nuclear Iran threatening every day, more and more every day, Israel. That's for us impossible, and this is the issue that we have to take into account for the next weeks, next months.
The US and Israel have launched a joint project, and for the first time since the Gulf War, US troops are deployed in southern Israel, where they'll be manning a radar system to combat the Iranian missile threat. How significant is this step?
It's even the first time when US soldiers are controlling themselves only military installations in Israeli territory. I think it's a clear message also from the US government to Iran or to enemies of Israel that we're not alone and they will be close to us, who will stand with us against any threat, if it is an offensive or defensive strategy. Hopefully these steps are messages. We hope that in Iran, in Tehran, they will get this message as a first step to avoid what could be possible to occur if they don't stop.
With the world economy in turmoil, how will the global economic situation affect the international community's attitude towards Iran?
You know, I'm not a prophet. I'm a human being. I'm an Israeli citizen. Generally, in history, and you know that I like history very much, big economic crises have led to big conflicts. And sometimes, because it is maybe the human nature, conflicts and wars are the byproduct of such big economic or financial crisis. The world is not forgetting, because of this crisis, the Iranian problem, and they will not, I believe, even if they are now dealing with this crisis, will not forget that there is a big danger for the world. And Iran has to be very careful not to think that because of the Wall Street crisis, they can do what they want to do without any problem, without any intervention of anyone. Because people are looking very seriously. The French, the Brits, the German, the Swiss, the US government, even the Russian are looking at Iran because they don't want this actor to become the leader in the next world policy steps.
Olivier, thank you for taking time out to discuss this very worrying issue. Obviously, we hope the new year will bring better news and positive developments. But as expected, Infolive TV will continue monitoring the situation regarding Iran and the nuclear threat, not only on Israel, but the entire world.
Thank you, Margot.
Thank
you very
you.
much.